Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here. I wanted to give you guys a visual recap of the event from the Doernbecher Freestyle 10 collection unveiling, and it happened this last weekend in Portland, Oregon. And you can see right here, I'm wearing my Doernbecher 5s to the event with the white laces in the rain, but no worries. I mean, what can you do? Anyway, the event was awesome. It was so much fun to be a part of. It's definitely one of those things I plan on coming back to every single year, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself. It was really dope to be able to kick it with some of the people there. I ended up meeting Gerard from the Shoe Game. Shout out to him. Andrew Bentz, I ended up hanging out with him. He's a subscriber friend, and a lot of the designers from Jordan Brand here and there, and just all around like an awesome event. Met a lot of cool people. They had some T-shirts for sale there, $30 each. I ended up buying one of each, a black and a red, a black and red, and a white and black one. I ended up buying both of them because I liked it. They're $30 and they went straight to the cause, so definitely worth buying. A random kid came up and said hey to us, and he was wearing these guys right here. They were actually unreleased pairs. I've never seen that pair. The white on them was like iridescent. But downstairs they had a silent auction for these sneakers that you see here. And the silent auction prices started at $500, so I did not bid on any of these items because it was a little over my head. But it was definitely dope. But the absolute highlight of the entire event was meeting Isaac's family. Isaac's family actually came up to myself and Gerard because we were both wearing the Doernbecher 5s, and the father came up and he said, "Hey, I recognize, I see you wear, you guys get those sneakers." And I told him, how I got them from Nike Portland, and he's like, "Well, that's my son designed those sneakers," and I was like, "No way! Like you're Isaac's parents," and it was just dope. I met the parents and introduced myself to every one of his siblings. They're from Salem, Oregon, and it was just an honor to meet them. Talking to the mom, I talked to her for like 15 minutes. The poem that he wrote in the insole of the sneaker, which is the all over print of the shoe, he actually wrote that the day before he passed away. So really touching, really crazy, and it was an honor to meet his family. Absolutely the highlight of the event. And anyway, after you got done downstairs, about 7 p.m., they took everybody upstairs where we took some pictures of the unveiling sneakers that you guys ended up seeing on Nike. If you didn't see it, like they tweeted out a link to all of the pictures, and then everybody picked them up from there. But there's a designer of the Foamposites along with the Nike designer and the kid both. These things are crazy dope. Daniel Pena, the Jordan 10s, and like I actually have a confession. I saw those before the unveiling. I had a chance to actually see those, but I didn't say anything about them. Of course, they're just crazy fresh shoes in my opinion. And Daniel was a cool kid too. Now I'm just going to show you some random footage here and there, but the bidding. So what this is like basically the format is they would show a video of the child, and then it would tell their story and why they went to Doernbecher, and then the child would come up to the stage, and then the designers from Nike would come up to the stage, and then they would auction off the sneaker, one of each of the pairs. And what also you got with that is you could get any Nike athlete to sign the shoes or whatever. And the prices of these things I tweeted out during the entire event was just crazy. I think these ones, the Jordans with the box and the shirt and the hat, sold for 17,500. One of the Janowskis actually sold for the most because it was the first one to hit 25,000, and then because it hit 25,000, it had a match of 25,000 from somebody else at the event, so it sold for $50,000. Just crazy, crazy dope. I think these ones sold for like 15,000 or so, but they sold for a lot of money. But you got to realize that everybody at this event was like professionals, business professionals, either from Nike, Doernbecher, some of the supporting companies that sponsor the event. You're talking about doctors and lawyers and people that can afford to do that stuff. I was probably 1% of the population there that was just. I mean, obviously, I wasn't just there for the sneakers. I mean, I love the sneakers, but and I support Doernbecher and the cause and the hospital. But as for sneakerhead representation, I was probably 1% there, which was cool because I got a lot of older people coming up and asking me about the sneakers we were wearing, myself and Gerard, and and then it was just they asked a lot of stuff about the sneaker culture. Like I talked to the parents of the Foamposites, Elijah's parents, and it was really an honor to talk to them as well. And there's Cole who designed the Jordan 3s with Jake. With Jake is one of the designers, and there's Gerard with Cole right there. But basically, yeah. So the parents of the Foamposites were like they had no idea that it was such a huge sneaker. And I explained to him, like, this is the first time out of 10 years Nike's done a Foamposite for the Doernbecher collection. The Doernbecher collection is a highly coveted collection for sneaker enthusiasts, and they were like, "Oh, really?" And they like had no idea. They're like, and one of the guys was like, "Yeah, tell the parents like how a release happens, like how many pairs will be released after or left over after they launch." And I was like, "Oh, how many pairs are going to be left?" I'm like, "Zero." Like they sell out instantly, and it's going to cause mayhem. And they're like they're kind of intrigued because I don't think they really knew how highly sought after those shoes would be. Now, previously I talked about the possibility of a LeBron Doernbecher sneaker, and I was purely speculating on whether or not it would be a possibility because two of the kids said that LeBron was their favorite athlete. And what the mom actually ended up saying is that they actually started off in the LeBron camp when they were making the Doernbecher. So I don't know what I should have pried, and I feel like such an idiot for not asking more. Because now I could have had some resolution, but I'm assuming something happened to the reason why they ended up going with the Foamposite versus the LeBron shoe. Um, I don't know why. Maybe it's because they stopped doing the LeBron 10s as of right now, and the Foamposites are always kind of in production. So maybe that's what it is. I wish I knew, but I wasn't too far off, and it doesn't mean that we won't see a LeBron possibly in the future. I'm still sticking by that. I think that there's enough kids that are being inspired by LeBron that they will have a LeBron sneaker in the future. And the kids' color, Elijah's colors for the Foamposite were black and red because of LeBron, and that was clearly stated. So I wasn't too far off. I hope you guys weren't let down and thinking that I was like, oh, he said it was going to be a LeBron. I didn't say for sure because I didn't know. But I was just speculating, and it's unfortunate that there wasn't, but at the same time, I'm super stoked on them having a Foamposite. Um, that being said, again, it was really cool to meet his parents, and just going to the event was awesome. It was just super awesome, and it's one of those things that I plan on going to every single year. It's such an amazing experience to be able to go and meet the kids. That was myself and Cole. Meet the kids that design the shoes, talk to Jordan brand designers and Nike designers about the products and stuff. And these shoes are just super dope. I'm gonna be picking those up for the wife. I'm gonna be trying to at least. Talk about they're like high fashion, and this girl wants to be a designer, and it shows. Like the design and the intricate details of that shoe is absolutely amazing. I think. I mean, and I'm not a really big fan of the women's dunks, but I plan on getting those. That was his parents for the Foamposites right there. And this is the kid that's I believe his name was Ross that designed the Janowskis that sold for $50,000, which is just dope. I love the apparel. That's the other thing I wanted to touch on. The hat is so fresh. It says "Breathe" on it with that snake skin across the bill. And the package here came with the Nike SB skateboard, which I thought was dope. And the kid actually skateboards. He was pretty good. He's a talented kid. He plays a piano, skateboards, like does all these things. Like very very talented kid. And there's Bella. She's such a sweetheart. Cole was wearing his DB3s, of course. But yeah, what I was saying was the apparel was dope. So this is a booklet. If you guys are still paying attention, they came with a booklet, and the booklet it's a thick book. It weighs about a pound, and had a leather cover on it with a lace down the binder part. I have two extra books. If you guys want one of those books, just leave a comment saying DBX book. And if you leave a comment with that, I'll just pick, like next week, I'll pick two random people and ship you guys off the books. I'll contact you via YouTube, email, and ship you the book. So DBX book, leave a comment with that if you guys want one of the binders. It's really cool. It's a really detailed book that they gave at the event that shows like the children and their inspiration for the sneakers and like pictures of each of the kids. It's a really really cool book. I wish I would have shown you more pictures of it for this video, but I kind of didn't end up doing that. But anyway, the apparel, the women's hoodie, the girl's hoodie that she's wearing right here, it was really cool, and it was really cool hearing them explain how they drew the inspiration to doing this, like this right here. You are stronger than you think you are, and she said you pull it down over your hood, and that's why if you have your hood pulled back, it looks like it's upside down. But she said it's for those days when you just don't feel good or whatever, and you have your hood pull over your head, and you can look and you can see that written, and I don't know, just really cool inspirational stuff. They also have these Dunk 10s there, the 10-year anniversary things, which were designed by Nike's staff, and was really dope. And this guy, Jake, was just a little rock star, man. His disease, he's one of 60 people in the world that have his disease. and I don't know what it is. Unfortunately, it's kind of a complicated name. But dope shoes. I didn't get any video footage of these ones because I ran out of film. But it's ones that I'm interested in getting because of the colorway. Anyway, that's pretty much the recap. I could talk about this for hours. Thanks again for watching, guys, and hopefully you guys don't mind this kind of video, just recapping the event. It was just an awesome event, and I had a ton of fun. Great meeting the shoe game, Andrew, a lot of the designers and whatnot. But subscribe for more videos. We'll catch you guys later. Peace.